Witajcie, kochani, witam serdecznie wszystkich.
Hello, everybody. Let me welcome you from the headquarters of GeoLife. I see lots of you are joining in, so there is still one more second. Some of you must be on holiday, I bet. You might be somewhere on the beach, so we'd like to say hello to those enjoying the beach who are attending this webinar. It'll be worth inviting them to TFT and get interested in GeoLife if you haven't done it yet, because I bet you're busy during your holiday. Let me invite you very warmly. I know that in many places in the world nowadays it's terribly hot, but it's all for the best, because as Simone, one of our guests, who is national director of the GeoLife Club, is in Rome, where it's terribly hot now. And I spoke to him just before the event. He said that many people are hiding in their houses because it's so hot you can hardly go out. Just like in Poland, where I'm right now, and Justyna Godin, Director of Research and Development Department, GeoLife. You see, we are wearing summer clothes because the weather is beautiful, and it's wonderful because it's nice when the sun is out. But today we're meeting to talk briefly to you about how to establish your goals. And one of them in September is going to be an event that you are very familiar with. And some of you who are here for the first time are those who haven't been to a TFT today. For tomorrow, would like to invite you to and welcome you to take a closer look and view the videos from the previous events so you can check out what it's like. And it's not going to give you the actual energy and emotion when you are right there in the audience, because this is the energy driver which makes you, after 2 days to have your battery fully charged. So whatever you plan, you are courageous enough to implement. Such events for us, well, it's 10th anniversary of GeoLife, so to us, those events that we organize regularly are something amazing, because we love meeting people. We love showing a broader picture of GeoLife, showing it from the stage so everybody can see what makes GeoLife stand out among other companies. So soft marketing, what we've come up with, the first in the world, why we've been developing for the last 10 years, and those ambitious plans and objectives that we implement, and why we keep thinking that jointly we have built a foundation with many people who have joined GeoLife over those years. So now we can go out into the world even more, although we are an international club, because we deliver the products to over 10 countries. We have the system translated into several languages. So we do operate on an international scale, but we keep doing everything so we can develop even further and spread into different countries. So today, you are from different countries. So next to the globe, at the bottom, you can choose the language so you can understand what we are saying, because our speakers will speak Polish and Italian. So we have interpretation for you. We have Polish, but we have Slovak, Russian, Italian, and English. So I hope that each of you, well, has chosen the right language to hear us properly. So you can just, sit down comfortably and give yourself enough space. We are supposed to have an hour until 9 p.m. Polish time. So we can spend your time on, making a decision. If you've not made a decision yet, if you haven't bought your TFT ticket yet, so together with us, you'll be bold enough to have an objective on your life path, which would be being present at TFT. And I do believe that after that, you will be a person who's going to come up directly and say thank you, that you got somehow inspired, that the 16th or 17th September, you don't look for reasons why you can't be there, but find a deep why within you, this willingness to change. Very often people fear change, and the word change has got different hints, but it's normal in life. If you are in a place where you are stuck and you're not happy with it, as Einstein said, it's stupid, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Well, the more time passes, the older you get, quite often you get afraid of the change and you postpone it to whenever, and it actually wholly never. And this is implementation of your dreams and your plans. We are proud of it, that we have helped so many people to turn their lives around, actually turn it inside out, upside down. This is the 180-degree change. Those who had some financial challenges, now they are financially free. There are people who have great passive income because they got involved in dual life. So this satisfaction and this boldness to help people overcome their health problems, and it's thanks to the dual life product. This is great happiness, and we're proud of it, that we can offer such high quality products which are present at many houses and households in the world. Also, the development, which has always been very important, is the leadership that we have, this ethics in business. This is a huge difference with regards to classic network marketing operation, how they work on numerous markets. We are different. Now I would like to show you one of the leaders who, with his work, with his involvement and experience from other networks, who decided on one beautiful day several years ago, he decided that dual life was going to be the last stop on his path. Although he's not a, retired person, he's, a very handsome Italian, to devote his time, energy, experience, and his expertise to develop and plan boldly for his life, for his family, to be able to look after it and do it together with dual life. So now I would like to welcome Simon Gelsomini from Italy, and I give the floor to him to ask him, how did you get to the place where you're now? How important were the goals that you undertook, and how is it important that you establish those goals at every stage of functioning on your daily basis? Thank you very much, Bartosz. This is a great pleasure that I'm here with you, because as I always say, to me, dual life is a house, it's my house. As you have mentioned, dual life is a place, it's a solid foundation, basis on which we can construct our life, the life of our family. I'm 35. I have two kids. One is 15 and one is 2. And for the last 15 years, I've been involved in personal development and business. I live in Rome. As Bartosz said, yes, it is hot here. It is a great time to work from home. My biggest objective at Dual Life is to build a lifestyle that I want to have for myself and for my family. And what's most beautiful in this operation is that I can help other people, help them change their lifestyle, change it 360 degrees in 3 important areas which constitute a great value. I received all of that from self-marketing, financial development, personal development, and also higher awareness of my health. Because in the past, it used to be the aspect that I didn't look after so much. But thanks to Dual Life, well, I lost over 20 kilograms. So this is really a space where I just grasped my life and I pulled my socks up also from the perspective of my health. One of the most important objectives at this moment is participating in a great event. It is TFT, as our president has already said. If there are people who have not made the decision yet, who are in a way blocked, who don't want any changes in their life, maybe such an event can be this turning point for you. Now, why have I started this activity? When my head does not let me to step out of my comfort zone, then I say, no, I need to ask myself an important question. Sometimes I sit down for an hour, I grab a piece of paper and I write down why I started Dual Life, what was there at the beginning, and what my objectives are, how I want to live thanks to Dual Life. And then this question allows me to be courageous enough to make further decisions, take further steps, to step out of my comfort zone and change something. When I change this aspect to be courageous, brave enough, the next step is being aware that meetings such as DFT will not let me to have a better version of ourselves. What can we do in order to be a better version of ourselves, to allow ourselves to have this important element, this part that each of us has got inside us? That's why we need to participate in TFT. So what is this event going to give us? The first important aspect is motivation. In our operations, we need to be motivated all the time. So each and every month we can run this operation and develop this operation. So this motivation is terribly important. During TFT, we get a boost of such motivation. We get this tool at our disposal. The next thing, it is awareness. When we start running this type of business at the beginning, we have this inner resistance, but this is the meeting which allows us to understand that this operation, that Dual Life, can change a lot in the life. So we need to be fully aware of the potential of this company, how large the company is, and this is so important. And this awareness allows us every month work, which is motivation, and the second, it is awareness.
So being aware that this large project can really change our lives and the lives of many people. And this is what's important. People are going to join us if we are convinced 100% regarding this project. If we are convinced that this project can change our lives, and this awareness is a very important aspect, I have generated significant results but as a result of participating in a very similar meeting, because it was then that I realized what was going on. I wasn't thinking that, oh, maybe it's not for me, something like this. No, this aspect let me understand that this is a project that works. And the third important item is inspiration. TFT will provide you with a lot of inspiration. You will hear lots of stories from leaders, many stories from people who get great results, and you will realize that it can be done. You will realize that you can make results, because if many people succeed, then why shouldn't you? So this is going to be a lot of real, genuine inspiration, and it will make you realize that this activity can change your life. And from my point of view, these are the three most important elements. The elements which will make it possible for this event to change your life, and I'm sure it is going to change your perception of that kind of activity. And I have to tell you, something changed within me after I participated in one such event. because it was from the thinking I would like to, I started to think, yes, I can do it. Duo Life is different from other companies I used to work with in the past, because in Duo Life we feel the spirit of our community, of being a family. This is really awesome. It's difficult to put to words. You just have to experience it. It's something that I had never felt before in other companies. And as you know, I have 15 years of experience in this business. We have thousands of people with a joint mission, like Bartosz said. It's a community where we feel that we belong to it, and there is nothing better than to feel something like that. And personal growth, which is very important and which allows us provides us with the proper tools in order to for our business to develop. And one more important issue is that at such events we have a lot of fun. It's great fun. Us Italians, we love to have parties. We love to have fun. And whenever we go to Poland, and when we enter the restaurant, Italian is the only language you can hear. We speak loudly with a lot of energy. So yeah, like I said, whenever we enter a restaurant in Poland, everyone can hear us. And during these events, we also have a lot of fun.
Ed è questo il trampolino di lancio che
And all of these aspects make this meeting to be the starting point for all of you to be able to reach your objectives. And what can you do to reach your goals, make your dreams come true, and live the life that you have always wanted, is to make the decision. Come to the meeting. Trust me, it's very important to come, and I guarantee that this event will be the beginning of the real magic of this activity, the magic that will show you that there are no limits. The only limit is the limit that you set for yourself. If you don't, then there are no limits, and you'll always have leaders, people who will assist you. You'll get to know lots of people at TFT, and you will understand what the essence of Duo Life is. Thank you very much, Simone. So well, what made Simone start his journey with Duo Life, not for a moment, but for a long time, well, was because something special, because everyone wants to find a place where they have people they can trust, people who are honest towards you, who respect you. And our principles, trust, honesty, respect, often people do not see it, but they feel it. So, because if you do not have a direct contact with this company, maybe if you haven't heard about Duo Life before, but you see a person whose attitude emanates, it's someone who says, because if you see that someone wants to get money out of you, you will not trust this person. But if you see that someone has the mission, has the passion, if someone wants to share value with you because they believe in the power behind these products, as these are products that have helped lots and lots of people live a healthy life. If you see that people who present Duo Life, that prevention is better than treatment, because if you can avoid ill life, if you can reduce the risk of disease, then it's a good idea to make use of the tools that you
cięciem drzewa. No może ktoś próbować robić to
have at your disposal, right? It's like cutting down a tree. You can use a blunt tool to cut it down, or you can use a sharp saw to cut it down, right? So it's always the issue of whether you know what tools to use, whether you have the support from someone to show you. For example, all right, that's not, or you've been trying to cut down, use this proverbial tree down, but look, this is the company that has the tools that will help you achieve your goal. All right, this tree has been annoying you for years. You've been trying to cut it down, but well, naturally, you've had trouble with it. So we have the tools that Duolife has developed over 10 years with the support of leaders who have been sharing their knowledge, experience, because this company has been evolving, developing. We are a learning organization because it would be stupid to claim that you know everything, that you're the best at everything. There are no such companies, no such people. If anyone thinks it's possible, this is a path in a wrong direction. It's as if you finished a given school and you say, "Oh, I don't have to read anything because I have a title." No. Whoever is aware of how to achieve success, you know that you have to keep developing. Brian Tracy said, continue your never-ending improvement. And when I got to know him, I talked to him at one of the trainings. This was one of the statements that I remembered. It keeps appearing in his books. It's a continuous process. You can't drink enough water today to suffice for your entire day, just like you can't eat today for your entire life. No, and you can't bathe today to stay clean for your entire life. So we understand some things have to be done every day, like you brush your teeth every day, you get fed every day. And if you do some things on a daily basis, your results will be significant. And I'm sure many of you know the SMART methodology of setting your targets to make them specific, measurable, acceptable, etc. But in particular, to think about your life in the short-term perspective, medium-term perspective, and long-term perspective.
wymówkę do tego, żeby czegoś nie robić. No jest łatwiej.
And I realize it's convenient just to go without planning. If you want to go to the gym, but all your life say, "Oh, I don't have enough time," for many reasons. Maybe someone wants to lose weight, and they'll find lots of arguments why it has not succeeded. Or someone says they don't have time to do something, while in Duolife we have
Bo jest jedna
many women, for example, who have children. For example, I know one guy in Duolife who has five children. So it's the issue of organizing your priorities and ensuring you want to provide your family with a good life. There are lots of women in Duolife who work hard and take care of their homes, raising children. They have been able to develop a stable structure to invite people, starting with their family, friends, colleagues, etc., to whom they wanted to offer what helped themselves, right? What helped their children by offering Duolife products.
Tak Duolife, no bo ciężko ich nie kochać. I później poznają.
Then it's easier to fall in love with Duolife products. And after leaving maternity leave, you don't have to go to your old work. You can see that it's possible to live a different life, even though no one had showed you before, because school and education, the education program has not been designed to raise free thinking people, people who believe that they can live a healthy life, because because even these teachers had not been raised this way, right? So you cannot complain about your parents, because that's how they were raised by their parents, our grandparents, right? So it is our role to show people what dual life provides. Simona said you have to feel it, because words are just words. So there is often an issue of communication. Someone texts you and they use an exclamation point by accident. Then you can feel emotional that someone wants to yell something at you. While this could be only a mistake. If you see this person, if you feel their emotions, their energy, if you feel whether they are angry or happy, smiling or not, then you will realize right away whether they wanted to yell or not, right? We love direct contact. We love spending time with people. So let's imagine you are a millionaire. You have money to spend time whenever you want in the world, and you choose a desert island. All right, if you want peace and quiet, and you have an interesting book with you, okay, maybe a desert island could be a good idea for some time. But I know many people
Ale one zazwyczaj wybierają
who could spend their time like this. But I think what's more important is people around you with whom you can spend time. We need people, especially people who think in a similar way, who like us, with whom we feel safe. That's why the events are so great, because people meet there. People think in a similar way. When you have a dual life party, it's not only Italians who has a lot of fun, even though naturally the Italians are famous for it, and it's always great to see how what great fun you have. But imagine thousands of people. We have over 4,000 people who have registered for this event, and this is not over. People who have fun among other people they like, people who are positive. And in dual life you have entire families who arrive, and great group environment of friends is there. And now imagine you go to a club on your own, large
przykładowo w Hiszpanii wchodzicie, on
club.
zawsze jest
Imagine it's a dance club on Ibiza, and if you're alone, you've paid a lot to be there, and so who do you have fun with? Naturally, if someone says Italians can have fun perfectly with anyone, but the truth is that if you do not know anyone and maybe there is a language barrier, then it is not so easy, not so pleasant as when you enter a party and you have thousands of people who think in a similar way and know that you can have a happy life with a lot of great opportunities, that you can live differently than many other
szansa na to, żeby to zmienić, nawet jak przez X lat.
people, and it's always possible to do it for many years, whether you are 20, 30, 40, 50 or 80. There's always enough time where you can change something.
Tego, że coś jest możliwe,
So
albo
it's in your head. It's the thinking paradigm of deciding whether something is or is not possible. The past shows us fantastically those things, because I love reading biographies. In the past, you could not imagine that you could use anything else but a horse to move around. Suddenly, somebody decided, oh, it would be cool to drive a car. Somebody decided, fly, because in the past you could only watch birds fly. Somebody dared, and now all of us do it. Somebody decided you can fly out into the space. Our kids, will fly out into the space as we fly the plane. We've treated as normal. Soon it will turn out that they will travel with space rockets, that we used to be unimaginable. That's why we dare say that the year 2023, the 10th birthday of dual life, is their flight into the space. We even prepared the special promotion so we can go out into the space together. No, even if we've been, planning for 10 years now, but we've got long-term plans, because we organize company for generations. So not just our kids, but our kids' kids, further generations can have a space where they feel well. This is the space where you are supposed to feel comfortable. So that's why the idea of dual life, the human at the center, what Simone said. This is something that makes you feel important, the company. You're not just an ID, somebody we don't care about, you like a number. No, that we care only about those who have some positions because they made some turnover, the company made money thanks to a person, you know, whoever. No, 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 no. We respect each and every one of you because each of us has got different potential, even fingerprints. We all have different experience from different countries or whatever have you, because all of us are different. But what's important that our needs to be in a safe environment that looks after you, not just to have a business, but because they have an idea. This is the strength of Julife. You can't change the intention. There might be a company that tells you, come join us, we'll let you earn 100 euros more. Come join us regardless of the product, because it's not important, but you're gonna earn more money. If somebody does not understand the process, that the money is the result of the operations, if they focus only on the money and they decide that grass is greener on the other side and they go somewhere because they were manipulated. So this is one of the main differences. We don't need to manipulate at Duolife. If it's not this place and time for you, to get involved in your life. We wish you luck in your life anyway. When we make the conference Living with Awareness with the World Health Living Foundation, and we educate people how to live in a healthy way, drink water in the morning with chlorophyll, live in such and such way, by showing them how they can live. So very often this person would not join, or would decide that the dual life products could be a solution to help their health problems and challenges in the family. So if they decide not to, it's okay for us. We have heaps of examples of people who, for whatever reason, had said no, and then after some time, they joined dual life, and they succeed. They are successful. The thing is that each of us in our life are at some stage. So it's like an investment project, like a decision-making moment. So if you're building a house and you decide that there is no point finishing constructing the house in wherever it is because you spent an X number of years and you think, no, you don't want to spend time there. So what's important here is, and thank you each and every one of you for being here, because like with the house, we could be in any place in the world, wherever we want to, and spend time with whomever we want. But for whatever reason, we call it intuition, we've been driven in this direction. Very often, some investment and business decisions are made by our intuition. And the intention behind the person who made us feel particular emotion, which directed us somewhere, is significant. So at Duolife, the biggest strength as the products are natural, because it is only natural that we want to give the best possible, and in a natural way we treat people the way we would like to be treated. We don't sell the products that we don't use ourselves. We don't force anything in order to achieve some objective, because we know that the consequences would be negative if we did something with manipulation and some artificial persuasion using the techniques which would allow us achieve some goals. It would be short term. So that's why lots of companies and network marketing business is, over dozens of years. So there are plenty of examples of companies which used to be then there no more of the last few decades. We observed plenty of companies enter the market who were promising whatever, making completely empty promises because their intention was just to earn money on you. Hopefully you don't have such experiences, but you might. All they wanted to do is make money on you. And the difference at Duolife is what started this business is making this business together with you, not on you, to celebrate the success jointly. So this is not just to have money for me to be healthier, but it is for you who are here, so you can have exactly the same thing. This thing that was created by Life over years. As you know, the events are a very strong point that we have. It's very important to be there and to get to know Life from a broader perspective and feel this emotion. So I have this one thing. Always after our events, there's a situation that at the end the host asks, who of you is happy to be here? Hand up. Everybody goes hand up. Who regrets that you haven't brought more, at least one more person with you? Hand up. And then the whole room, raises their hands up. Why? Because they do regret. But this is, regret after, the event, post factum. So even today, you are a person. If you've assigned your ticket, because you bought this ticket several months ago and it's been assigned to yourself or to another participant, what's important is what happens next. So use this time. You have plenty of time to invite as many people as possible. And right here, you can use this one and only manipulation and say, listen, if this event makes you feel that you've lost those 2 days, I'm gonna give you the money back, because it's not big, investment, because this is the amount that limits somebody's dreams and objectives, and they are not able to organize in their budget this amount to go to an event which can change their life by 180 degrees. Maybe it's not worth that they experience something in life. If they suffer, let them suffer. Maybe you leave this person, maybe that's what they need. If they are looking for an opportunity, that's what Dual Life is. This is the name of the company. This is the second chance for a second better life, regardless of your age or where you're from, your skin color, your experience. Because if you have networking experience, that's great. You can use it here. If you don't, it's cool as well. You'll get tools and a proper path to lead you, to help you. There are online tools, virtual presenter, etc., etc. There are also events. We are after, we've passed the pandemic. We travel all over the world. We meet you during all sorts of events. We have lots of companies in many countries, lots of warehouses, heaps and heaps is happening, and we keep developing, and the biggest continents are just there ahead of us, because it's the United States or Asia in the future. These are the countries where most companies make most turnover, and then they suddenly remember Europe and some other countries and us. We want to be the leader, the European leader, in order to reach for the biggest piece of cake, which is right there in the US. Each of you can use that, because in our compensation plan, we share with the entire company turnover. I even know people from the market, like, for example, you can share from people from the countries that you've never heard of, from maybe you've heard it on TV only. They have an opportunity at Dual Life there too, and we do it on a daily basis. So until tomorrow, until 7:59, you have a special promotion so that you can use to make it easier for you to buy this ticket for yourself of a larger group of people that you would like to take. And what I would do, if I were you, I would very quickly make a list of people you like, people you want like spending time with, people you play with or you haven't seen for a long time. I'd like to play with them, because very often you meet a very good friend of yours and you say, oh my gosh, haven't seen you for years, but you like this person and you'd be happy to meet them, play with them. So here is the place to get in the car. And most cars are, 5-passenger cars. Just go and do it. With planes don't have limits. So you can, arrive with a bigger group to come over and see what's happening, because then we have the manager's trip. You have yachts if you want to travel with Dual Life, visit the world, travel the world, spend time in a cool company at top level in super hotels. Then Dual Life gives you those solutions. And if you want to travel and drive a luxurious car, for giving your time and being involved. So GeoLife offers you those opportunities. Those opportunities are there for you to use. You can or don't have to use them. Same as products, great products. And ahead of us, there's a super new product line that is going to be launched that Justyna is going to tell us about. You're not gonna learn about it if you don't come to the event. With the management board, we've prepared plenty of fantastic things that which I'm going to make it easier for you to operate in the business, and they will help you increase your purchase structure. They will help you increase your earnings and enjoy being a GeoLife. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to experience it? Maybe you're comfortable wherever you are. So then don't complain. Congratulations on being happy. Then you don't have to go to a TFT. But if you feel that you would like to improve something in your life, then TFT is a place for you to spend this time in a fantastic way, those 2 days. But one of the main models is the health module. And as you know, Dr. Kardash has been with us since the very beginning, the member of the Scientific Council of GeoLife. He is going to do one health sessions. He will tell you why it's worth using supplements, why GeoLife, why nature. This all wisdom is in nature, that with the Scientific Council and Research and Development group is in our products, and what new products have been prepared, what range of products we have prepared that is going to be launched during the TFT. Justyna, if you could, because you are responsible for this implementation, if you could tell us a bit more about this whole product range. Everybody's interested in that, and you're going to hear about it and you'll learn the details only at TFT. I'm super excited. I am bound to use all those products because I know what they contain, and I'm absolutely convinced that many of you will find it easier to acquire new customers for the products because the price is going to be attractive and the composition is going to be with no competition.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this invitation and for allowing me to speak, to present the product's point of view, because it's just as important as these business issues, the ability to find business contacts, as you have been saying, and which are very important, and which are the objective that you have to set for yourself. But let's remember that the weapons, this whole, let's say, the so-called weapons that are important, that provide quality, are our products. You've just said that sometimes you find new business partners or new members by saying, come over, it's nice here, without regards to what products we have. So Bartek said something like that as an example of the wrong model of operation, and that's true. What is most important in our company, what's just as important as developing your model or developing relationships or business relations is the products themselves. And we'll and we have our health panels where we present these products. We present these panels either online or offline. And one of the most important events is TFT, which will take place in 3 weeks. And at the health panel, you'll have a chance to listen to lots and lots of information about our new implementation within the health panel. We will see people that you know and appreciate, people who are respected, such as Dr. Piotr Kardash, who, like Bartosz said, will present, in short, the principles that should be followed in order to have a healthy life, and to be aware of how important health really is in our lives, and how important it is to be aware of the products, how to appreciate the products. So what's important is they have to be natural, from ingredients of natural origin, and with which it is easy to develop your business, to gain trust, that are really easy to recommend to others, and which sometimes, just sell themselves, basically. If you talk to someone who is not related with the health industry, but also with specialists, because our products are developed on the basis of specialists' knowledge. So these products will be successful, they will sell, but the most important thing to have that knowledge, have that education, to remember that we should be able to present the advantages of our products. This will be discussed by Dr. Kardash, and I will present the upcoming new products. That's very important, because at such events, at such offline events, live events, especially in such a large hall where we have several thousand spectators, we always prepare for these events the most important product, the most important information, specifically for such events, so that we can communicate them for the first time at such events. And this event will be the same. And additionally, it's a 10-year anniversary, so we've prepared a surprise that no one expected. During the health panel, we will present 10 completely new products, 10, which will be very, very surprising. So 10 products for the 10 years of Duolife. I will tell you about these 10 products during the health panel. These are breakthrough products, products that were developed on the basis of your ideas, of leaders' ideas, of the ideas from people we work with every day. And because all of these people have given us some pointers, some guidelines of what products could come in handy. And of these dreams, these wishes have been heard, and we will present. So we will present these 10 novelties. These will be simple products with simple composition, very easy to recommend, very easy for you to develop your business, even if you are new in your life, even if you do not have a lot of knowledge. And what we want to, because we want to educate, because education is very important. That's why we want to provide so much information. And during the health panel, one of our main leaders, Piotr Gotowicki, will appear, who has an awesome ability to present products, who has developed perfectly how to present knowledge about products, the knowledge of how to present products. And it's not specialist medical or pharmaceutical or scientific knowledge. No, that's basic knowledge, but knowledge which will show the potential buyer, customer, how you can recommend products, how easy it is to recommend them with the simple sales tools, such as the ability to present the advantages, the benefits of the product, and all that will be covered by Piotr, because he has a lot of knowledge in this area. He's a great specialist. What's important is that usually during the health sessions within the health panel, we present products which will only later appear in our portfolio, and we are using the future tense. So we use terms such as soon, in 2 weeks' time, you will be able to buy something, while in this case, for the 10-year anniversary, it will be an unprecedented event because the health panel and uh, our uh, our speeches will be on September the 16th in the afternoon. And naturally, I want to invite everyone to this session. And during this health session, during the panel, when we talk about the products, when you can feel the emotions, which are really amazing, at that time we will start the possibility to buy these products and in the Duolife products store, in this our store. So you will be able to make the decision right away when you hear how interesting they are, how simple they are to recommend, and you will be able to purchase them right away. This is really a great news, and I'm happy that we will be able to do this on the 16th of September. And remember that the stay and the participation in a TFT, not only in the health panel, but in the entire event, is full of, provides you with a lot of emotions, motivation. And I want to emphasize this from my point of view, because I'm not a member, I'm not operating a soft marketing business. But despite that, when entering the room, when entering the stage, when looking at you uh, on those 2 days, with all of these emotions, all of this flow, uh, all of this will provide me with really amazing motivation for further work. And I can imagine that everyone participating in this event will have a similar attitude, because you can see this in people's faces, in people's behaviors. It's not only the Italian group that is going to be loud. No, everyone will be loud. There will be lots of emotions in every participant. And we really want to help develop the interesting, the great community of Duolife. So again, please feel invited to the health panel, the health session, to the upcoming news. I cannot disclose what the surprise is going to be, but I'm sure you can't wait, and I'm sure you're going to be there to be able to click as the first ones to buy the most desirable products and to hear about the advantages during the health session. Thank you very much, Bartek. Thank you, Justyna. As you see, Duolife never sleeps, whatever its time of the year, because business operates 24/7, 7 days a week, all year round. So I'd like to recognize the work done by all the Duolife employees, because to present perfectly the compositions, for 10 products, and this was our dream, to have 10 products for 10 years, an entire line of products, which will make it much easier for you to operate, because sometimes you need to be able to explain more. But what we want to prepare is a tool that addresses what the customers want, because the customers don't think about the ingredient. They want the effect. If they are weak, they want to have energy, right? So what we will prepare the tool, the new implementation. This is going to be the main thing. And right behind it, another another idea, i.e. ways of presenting the solutions, because with these products, we will have a comprehensive portfolio of products, because I'm sure you use many products that have been promoted at the conferences as supplementary products, complementary products, while today the portfolio of Duolife, or actually starting at our event, we will have a complete business. Naturally, we want to make some adjustments, not because we are bored, but because we want, but because we care. Our products have always been developed because of the intention to allow people to have a healthy life. Because if you're not healthy, you will not enjoy anything, even if you have a lot of money. If you have a lot of money, you will spend all of it to be healthy, and sometimes it's too late. So, you know, our mission is to improve the standard of well-being all around the world. And these are the things that really are changing the world. And I'm very glad that our message of make every day special, this is our reality. So fly with us into space. This qualification is already in effect. So talk to people who invited you to the meeting, or look at myduolife.com and to get to know how you can go to space with us, because we want to celebrate. We want someone to feel as if they are in space with Duolife, and hopefully it's going to be you. Certainly you have to participate in TFT to be able to experience what Justyna mentioned, to get to know the products and to learn how to present them, because Piotr Gotowiecki is going to show how to use one of the easiest ways. That's one of the strategies of Duolife, using the tools. So simplification, standardization, and automatization. It has to be as easy as can be, as people say in the US. So if you do it with one click of a button, not two, let's do it with one. Let's do 3 steps instead of 5. And let's make it as simple as possible, so that everyone can present this business as simply as possible, because this will allow us to expand internationally to the highest degree. So we're happy where we are. Sometimes we have ups, sometimes we have downs. You know, it's a natural thing in the world. So we know it's a normal thing.
But what's important is whether we have this picture, we have dreams and plans, and we are bold enough to reach for it. There's a reflection. Each of you has got a watch or an alarm clock. And how often do you put on snooze when you have your alarm clock set? So now there's a question. Isn't it like sometimes you are a person who has put, the snooze mode in order to get up, but you're still asleep? You're still the person who had a plan to do something, to get up at 7:30, then go to, to do some training, they go to the office. But if I turn on my snooze and I'm never there, my phone doesn't ring, then I might wake up at 11, run out, not do the things I had planned to do. So think about it. Because if maybe sometime in the past you had turned on the snooze button and you are where you are, maybe it's time to wake up, to take a look, just because of your curiosity, because somebody does something, they are more or less happy with this. Maybe come over, maybe you can be more pleased in your life. And I'm absolutely convinced that you are going to meet great people, smiling, who are polite, who are kind, people that you want to spend time with. It feels as if you spend time with good friends with whom you celebrate and enjoy. And this is pure pleasure. So since it's going to be our birthday, it'll be our pleasure if you come and join us, even if it's going to be your first Duolife contact. And if you come in and say happy birthday, enjoy the next decade, and we'll make sure that for you, if you would like to be with your life for the next few years or your life, it'll be our pleasure to meet you and continue this journey with you and help you achieve those dreams, those objectives, and very often help you set them, because our coaches and trainers who are going to be there, they will help you to reflect upon it, where you stand today, so you can make plans for the future, where you want to go and what to do in order to get there. It's important to have this dream in you. Just because somebody wants something or because they have to, it doesn't mean they do it. It's about having this inner need to achieve in your life something, to wake up. So if you feel that you have a potential for more and you would like to get more in your life, but today you are at a place where you're not really feeling fulfilled. I have experience like that myself, where I could do heaps of things, and even if something is financially all right. So that's the question, is that the thing I want to do in life? Here you help people see, experience, and they help meet great people, visit the world, use all the benefits that life offers. So if today you are at a place when you want to be bold enough, and you will be bold enough to have a change, so your life is your opportunity for second life. So just to sum it up, when I have said, I'd like to invite you to TFT. Maybe you are going to be the person that I'll be able to congratulate on the stage, congratulate you on the success. The first success will be that you're gonna be there. So that is going to be the onset of your success. We'll make sure that it will take you as far as you want to and as long as you want to. We're not gonna disappoint you, and we've been responsible for this company for decades, and we're doing everything we can so it develops dynamically in a safe manner. So the next years to come are going to be fantastic, more decades. So we'll be very, very happy to enjoy that Dual Life event. And you, maybe with the supplements, you will be happy to live a happy, beautiful, healthy life with Dual Life. So I cordially invite you. Thank you, Justyna. Thank you, Simona. Thank you, interpreters and those who look after our markets. I hope that each and every one of you who's been at this webinar is going to get inspired. So if you have a ticket, then invite another person. If you have a ticket and you have not assigned it yet, so do. So you make it easier for our events group, so they know who's going to assign, who's going to attend. If you don't have the ticket yet, you know what to do. Don't waste your opportunity, because the only thing you can do later is regret. Is it better to regret that you haven't been there, or is it better to regret, if you see the events and the pictures and you go, oh, I wish I were there. Now you already know where you should be on the 16th, 17th of September, and you know that all paths just take you there. And whether you're gonna be there, it's up to you. I hopefully see you, and thank you very much all.